I'm Brigham Larson with Brigham Larson Pianos. We're about to start this turn of the century Steger. It is a beautiful piano. We actually have done this model before. It looks like, I suspect there were quite a few of them. I think this is such a great design. I love these columns, and all of this, of course, turn of the century would have been hand carved woodwork, no CNC machinery. It's just such a regal, big. I think it's very representative of pianos from this era, the turn of the century American built. This is a very, very different look than what the Europeans were building at the time. So this piano is a family heirloom, which is the majority. We rebuild about 100 pianos a year, and the majority of them are family heirlooms like this, and it's just so satisfying to see them go from this old beat up. You know, this is typical of what you might see at grandma's house, just really, really worn out, beat up. Nothing is in good condition. It actually sounds okay, which is a testament to the manufacturers, engineers of this period. The fact that it sounds okay over 100 years later. I didn't look up the year, but I'm guessing it's probably about 1910, give or take. So over 110, maybe 115 years, and it still actually sounds okay. Things are very much in need of restoration. Got some loss of tone in the bass. And just a lot of clicky, clanky sort of action, and I can hear the hammers are worn out. They just have that nasally kind of tone, and inconsistent as well. Keys are ivory. Most of them are in, well, what I'd say maybe half and half. Half of them look kind of decent like this, and then the other half have these chips or cracks. And the sharps are in poor condition, which is pretty typical. We're going to refinish this piano as well, which means we'll have to get a replica decal. And then the pedals, we're gonna redo those. They'll be the original pedals, but we'll replate them, so those will look really nice. Let's check out the inside. Oh, someone printed the year right there, 1912. That's of course not definitive. That's somebody that looked it up at one point, but there's a good chance that that's correct. So for the purposes of this video, we'll go with that. So 111 years old at this point. Somebody's replaced this felt at one point, and it looks like somebody's reshaped the hammers as well. So this piano has had, oh, and wow, that's quite an interesting, look at that damper. That is an interesting makeshift damper. I suspect it's the same note that the tuner downstairs is on. That's a really creative solution. This particular note is a hassle, a huge headache. It's always causing a problem, in large part because of where it lies. You can't have a long damper because it would interfere with this note here that goes down on a diagonal. And so you're really stuck with just a smaller damper, and somebody's come up with this solution of that crazy shape. Let's see if you can see it in there, that crazy shaped damper that looks like a crown or something, or a chicken comb, chicken head. And they also put on an overdamper, which helps solve that problem of the dampening on that note. Anyway, someone was very creative at one point. I like that. I respect that. And this piano has what's called a lost motion compensator. So have a look down there. That rod that lifts up. So when you engage this pedal, this left pedal, it pushes these forward, which kind of quiets things down. But the problem with doing that is it creates lost motion. I won't get into maybe the details, the reasons why, but needless to say, someone's come up with this kind of ingenious solution to that called lost motion compensator. Not many pianos have them, but I suspect at the time, 1912, that was probably a real revolutionary idea that helped sell a lot of pianos. Okay, bass bridge, we've got a lot of cracking, so have a look at all these cracks. Every one of those is cracked on the bass bridge. Looks like somebody, I'm not sure what that was for. Maybe there was a buzz, so somebody stuffed a piece of felt in there to, hopefully, in hopes that it would quiet down the buzz. That's my guess, or maybe they just dropped it. Although it seems to be in a place where it wouldn't just accidentally fall. Soundboard seems to be in decent condition. We'll sand it down, re-lacquer it, make it look beautiful again, and same with the plate. We'll refinish that. That will be gorgeous. But yeah, this piano will be quite the turnaround. 1912 to 2023 will be a really satisfying transformation.